What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Leo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are a Leo sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be looking at the month of June. I cannot believe we're halfway through 2018 already. Where has the time gone? I don't know. It just flies by. What can you do? But yeah, this spread is designed to take a look at the upcoming month and tell you how to make it the best month possible. Today we're going to be using the Robin Wood Tarot. It's trimmed, and I've also shuffled it so it's ready to go. So if you would please just give me a moment to center myself, cut the deck, and deal the cards out. I would appreciate it. One thing I would like to say before we get too far into this is that this is a general reading for a large group of people. So not everything is going to resonate with everybody. So I encourage you to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you do want a specific reading where I tap into your energies, then you can head on over to my website. It's www.lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below, and that's going to be the place to look at crystals and check out the free daily readings on the homepage and book a personal reading with me where I tap into your energies. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. www.lightofriga.com. Make sure they all fit. Okay, and we're also going to consult the Untamed Truth Oracle. Now we're going to ask it what message it has for Cancer sun signs this June. What message? Cancer? No. Sorry, guys. What message for Leo sun signs this June? Sorry. Have I been saying Cancer this whole time? I'm sorry, Leos. Leo sun signs in June. And we'll take a look at that at the end of the reading. Alright, Leo friends, what do we have here? I see major arcanas, 3 of them. I see 2 court cards, a lot of big things happening. So let's take a look at these cards individually, see what they have to say, and then we'll take a look at them as a whole. The first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the energies of last month, so the energies of May. And we've got the 6 of Swords. And May seemed like a time for movement, and when doing readings for a large group of people, it's hard to say what kind of movement this represents. For some of you, this could have been like literal movements, like you went on a trip, or you moved houses, or you changed jobs. Physical movement, yes. Also, though, this could also mean movement as far as your thoughts and changing the way you think, and trying to think about things in a different way. Whichever one kind of resonates with you, definitely I feel change happened in May, or at least the start of change was occurring. Once you start to change the way you think, that's kind of the first step in major change. We don't really see it as a big change, just to change our perspective on something. But that change of perspective is going to cause huge ripples. That's going to make massive change in our life. So I think May was a time for a lot of you Leo friends to experience change and movement. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to this card. This card represents the current present energies now at the end of May. And we've got the 4 of Wands. This feels like a time of celebration, Leos. It looks like you're having a lot of fun. You're enjoying life right now, even though that you may be in the midst of change. You're enjoying things and you're having a good time. Okay, the 4 of Wands is also about things going well in your home, things being worthy of celebration happening to you in and around the home life. So that's what this could mean. But in general, I just think it means that you're in a very celebrative, festive mood. You're enjoying life. You're getting great things out of it. And a lot of you seem like you're pretty happy at this time. Maybe not totally fulfilled. I mean, this is not a 10 of Cups card, but this is definitely a 4 of Wands where you're just feeling in the mood to celebrate. Alright, this card here represents the energies of next month, so the energies of June, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Very fiery type Leo energy, and the feeling I'm getting from this card is that June is going to be a time for you to put an action towards your highest goals, not society's goals of, make money, put money into your 401k, spend the remaining money on your rent, lather, rinse, repeat every month in, month out. Now, I'm not talking about that kind of fulfillment. I'm talking about putting in energy towards your higher goals, towards your creative artistic expressions, towards the things that you want to accomplish that have nothing to do with maybe the mandates of society. So I feel as though June is going to be a time for you to step into your skin and kind of just hop on your horse and ride, so to speak, and putting in energy towards your greatest accomplishments. And I think this goes without saying, once we feel that Four of Wands energy, we feel like celebrating. The next step is to put that celebratory energy into accomplishing real tangible things. So I think that's what June's going to be. It's going to be a time for you to take some serious action towards what you're passionate about. Yeah? All right, let's move on over to this card here, which represents what to hold on to in the month of June for my Leo friends. And we've got Temperance. And I think this card is asking you to maintain your balance, maintain an even keel amongst maybe some really positive energy. Not to say that you shouldn't, dive headfirst into the positivity, but remember your emotions. Don't forget your emotions. And if you're feeling some negative emotions, I think that's your soul trying to highlight something to you. So, in the spiritual community, there's such a kind of a push for everyone to just be happy all the time, to only see things positively. And I think that's kind of dangerous. I think if you're going to overlook your negative emotions, I think you're missing out on life's biggest lessons. So don't forget to balance your emotions. Don't forget to balance your emotions with your energy, basically. You're putting in a lot of energy towards something, but let's not forget how we feel about things, is basically the gist I'm getting from this card for June. Don't forget your feelings, basically, is what I'm saying. But also don't go too far into your feelings, right? Observe your feelings. Understand what they're trying to tell you, and then release them. All right, let's move on over to this card, which represents your biggest hurdle or biggest obstacle you're likely to face in the month of June. We've got the Magician. And to me, this card is saying that your biggest obstacle is going to be knowing where to start. I see a lot of enthusiasm. I see a lot of passion and drive, but I don't see you getting the first steps down. Right? I don't see you really starting. I think you're going to have a lot of trouble starting. Not knowing what to do or how to create movement or momentum forward. And that's going to require creativity, of course. And so I think that's part of what the Temperance card is saying, is when you are in touch with your emotions and they're balanced, then you're going to be able to more easily tap into your creative potential. If you're just going to be blissed out and you're just going to forget, your negative emotions or whatever, I think you're not going to be very balanced, and that's going to create some blockages as far as creative potential and understanding which way to go. So, I would say work on your solar plexus chakra, maybe, if you're feeling kind of blocked. Also, your sacral chakra, I would recommend like sunstone and citrine for those regions. And I think they're going to help you to unlock your creative potential if those chakras do feel blocked or sluggish in any way. So that's what I see as being your obstacle. Let's move on over to this card here, which represents what you should let go of in the month of June. And we've got the Empress card. I think you need to let go of the idea that everything is just going to come to you and that things are going to be easy, you're going to be well protected. I mean, that's a great idea to have. That's a great thing to manifest. And I'm not saying fear. I'm not saying you should allow fear to enter. But I'm saying, how can I put this? Okay, let me think of this for a second. If you expect everything to come to you, when it doesn't, you're going to be hugely disappointed, okay? But if you just allow what is, and you're appreciative of whatever comes to you, then you're never going to be disappointed. I hope you can see how one is better than the other. So I'm not saying you should like have low expectations. I'm saying you should have no expectations. You know, if abundance comes to you, be grateful. If abundance doesn't come to you, then you need to realize that abundance has come in a different way, and then that's more. You're going to be more able to accept what is and roll with the flow of things. I know I didn't explain that in the best way possible. I'm sorry, guys. But hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. If not, you can put it in the comment section and I can type it out. I'm much better at typing things out when I have time to think about them. So if you need clarification, let me know. So that's what to let go of. Let's move on over to this card, which represents the energy of the people in your life in the month of June. And of course, individuals are going to have individual energies. But this card is representative of people as a whole in your life. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. And I think the people in your life are going to be a little bit focused on their own thing. They're going to be a little bit focused more on the physical things in this world. And I don't know, it just seems like a very different energy from what you're going to be projecting in June. So it might feel as though maybe people are a little bit more distant than usual. That's just, it's not their fault and it's not your fault. It's just different kinds of energies going on. Obviously, if you have Leo friends, then maybe some of them might be on the same page as you. But for the most part, I'm getting a slower type energy, more methodical, whereas you are just super enthusiastic. So don't be shocked if people are just like not understanding you in June and they're just like, better get out of her way. Okay, she's moving too fast for me. So don't worry about it. That's just the differences in energy, and of course in the future energies will change. It's nothing permanent. So if that does happen to you, just realize that it's just part of the experience, right? Alright, this last card here represents the biggest lesson that my Leo friends are likely to learn in the month of June. And we have Two of Pentacles. And it's a balancing act, my friend. And I think what you're going to need to balance is enthusiasm, passion, and action with emotion and intuition. And finding that middle ground between the two. It's great to have all this energy, the fiery passion. It's great because you can make real change in your life. But if it's not tempered and kind of evened out by your emotions and by your logic mind and by your intuition, then you're just, you might be putting energy into the wrong thing. You might be putting energy into something that's actually destructive. So it's very important that you make well-rounded decisions, you find a balance, and especially that you find a balance in your day-to-day life, even during the mundane activities. I think we need to, all of us, but especially you, Leo friend, in the month of June, we need to find, be able to bring all of our faculties into each activity we do. Our logic, our emotion, our passion, and our intuition, and our resources, and bring those all together rather than just going too far into one energy. So balance seems to be the theme of this month, especially now that we've seen all the cards. I think finding a balance between passion and emotion is going to be very important. You know, coming off of May, where I think a lot of you decided to make some sort of change, or some sort of change was impressed upon you, whichever it is. I think it's caused some celebration. It's caused some happiness, and some right now I think a lot of you are feeling joyful. Moving into June, I think you're going to take that joy. You're going to say, I want to create something. I want to make change, positive change, and that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. But be sure that you're not going too crazy. Okay, make sure that you're still thinking things through, you're feeling things through, rather than just, you know, putting out action into random things. I do see the stumbling blocks being the first steps and finding your creativity. So my advice would be to work on those chakras, do some chakra healing, work with those crystals. Like I said, citrine and sunstone would be great. And don't have too much expectation. Reduce or eliminate the expectation you have, and just be grateful for all that comes to you, no matter what it is. And that's going to improve everything. Trust me, everything. The people in your life are going to be on a different wavelength. That's okay. Don't worry about it. If they seem slow and plodding, just do your own thing. Take care of what you got to take care of, and then maybe next month, or, you know, sometime later, your energies will converge a little bit, and you'll be on a similar wavelength. And of course, the lesson this month is about balance. It's about finding the middle ground. It's about tempering yourself and using all your faculties to make decisions rather than just your gut saying, go do this, right? All right. Before we go, we asked the Untamed Truth Oracle what message it had for Leo sun signs this June, and we've got Messenger. All right, the feeling I'm getting from this card, Leo friends, is that sometimes it can feel like you stand out in the crowd. It can feel like you are different than other people. I see this beautiful red bird in a drab white background, and he just stands out so dramatically, and that can be difficult for some people. Maybe not for Leos. Maybe you guys like standing out, but it is a challenge sometimes. And I think it's important. Again, I'm seeing balance here. I'm seeing this branch symbolizing the kind of the bridge between this exotic, tropical, almost bird. I know it's not, but it's a robin. But it's bright red, and this branch is bridging the gap between this white, mundane world surrounding it, and the robin has to balance. It has to find its balance in this world, and that means being extravagant, but also means bringing that extravagance to the mundane life. And I think that's kind of the message for this month, is bring all that passion that you have down to the earth and spread it evenly across your life, and improve different areas of your life. Use that action, use that energy and enthusiasm you have to improve all aspects of your life, not just one aspect gung-ho. Bring it down in a balanced way. Okay, Leo friends, that's the reading for this month. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember, this is a general reading. Not everything applies to everybody, so I hope you guys will take what works for you, leave the rest. If you want a personal reading, head on over to my website, link in the description, lightofriga.com, and that's going to be the place to book a reading with me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It lets me know that you enjoyed it, got something out of it, so I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I read all my comments. And if you really enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. I'm back on track now with my monthly readings, such as this one, my bi-monthly readings, and my weekly readings. You don't want to miss out. Hit that subscribe button. Please. You don't have to, though. All right, Leo friends, that is the reading for this month. It seems like you have a lot of energy, a lot of things are going your way, so you have a lot of enthusiasm. So bring that energy down in a balanced way, and you're going to have a great June. So I want to wish you love and light, Leo friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.